Hello and welcome to my browser-based mmorpg tutorial number 2. In the last part we connected to the database fine, and in this part we're going to make the register. So first we open up PHP, and then we do include connect.php. That means that it's going to include the connect.php file, which means instead of typing all this out over here, this include will automatically put this, and you need to have this include on every page, so it'll know which database to connect to, and it'll give you the right information. Okay, and then you close PHP. And now this is going to be HTML. Pretty much every form you make, which we're going to be making a form that just has the type username here, type password here, type email here, and then a submit button. And every form that you make where users enter the information into the database, you won't have it in PHP. It'll just be in HTML. So we do that little thing, put form method equals post. There's two different kinds of methods. There's a post method and there's a get method. Post method means we're posting information to the database. Get method means we're getting information from the database and putting it out on a nice little sheet. So form method equals post, action equals reg user.php. Now what that means is it's going to post the information to the database, and whenever you click the submit button, it's going to go to the reg user.php page. And now we got to type in what you want the fields to say. So I'm going to do type username here. We want to make an input type equals text name equals, let's just put name, and value equals 21. Okay. And now we need to put the type password here, and basically copying this. The input type is going to be password. The name is going to be pass. The value is going to be 21. Now let's copy that, and on type password is going to be re-type password, because we want them to type their password 2 times, because if they type it only once and it doesn't equal whatever they typed in on the first time, then they're not going to be able to log into the game, and that's not going to be very fair. And then type email here, input type email, name equals email, value equals 50. And what that means is the input type equals text. That means we want, and I need to add something right here, mask equals X, and then same thing right here. What that mask means that while I'm typing the password, it's not going to come up regular letters. It's just going to come up that dot that you'll see on most games. So, or pretty much any game. So the input type equals text. The name of the box is going to be called name, and we'll deal with all this stuff later, so y'all know what that means later. The value is going to be 21. Whatever we type in as the value right here, see, name 21, email 50, password 21. That got to equal there, or it won't do right and it'll mess up. And then input type password, that means that we want it to know there's a password box. And then the email. So now if we save it, refresh, oh yeah, that's in my connect.php. So I go to register.php. Okay, something's not right. Type username here, input type text, name equals name, value equals 21. 1 second. Maybe instead of single quotes, we need double quotes. I don't know why I thought it was single quotes. But there's a difference between single quotes and double quotes. I just don't really know what the difference is, but I know that if you put single quotes whenever it's supposed to be double quotes, it will mess up. And now we're still doing all that. Hold on. It looks like it's right. Let me see what happens if I break line. Oh yeah. And that right there, that BR, that means you're break lining. Like see, we don't want this to be on the same row. So if you put BR, it's going to bring all these down. See, watch. Refresh. See, it brings it all down. So we will bring this whole thing down. Now I gotta see what's wrong with this stupid thing. And I'm going to try not to make so many errors on this, but sometimes I goof up. I mean, I'm only human. Everybody makes errors. Okay. Let's see what happens. Brings that on, but why is it putting these in there? Let me see. Let me see what happens if I delete these values. Oh. Now, it seems to have a way. I'll try to fix it on my own, but right now those values are not really important. Now we need to make a submit button that they can type, that they can put. Input type equals submit name equals submit value equals submit. Now what that means, the type, we want the server to know that it's a submit button. And then we want the name to be submit, and then we want value equals submit. And then we want to close this format, which, like that. Okay. Now let's refresh. There's our submit button. Now if we type in information right here, submit, object not found. The reason why that comes up is because now we have to make a reg user page, which with all that working, we can tell now that all our information works and is submitted to the database fine. Now we just need to insert into the database all these values and stuff. So now we make a new file, save it, call it reg user.php. Now we connect to the database again. Now we have to go and define all these. Define the name, the pass to, and the email. So we do name equals post name. Hold on. First I need to put if is set post submit. That means if they hit the submit button, that means if parentheses is set, another parentheses, post, whatever that thing's called, forgot what it's called, submit, and then we need to close both the parentheses. Then we wanted to do all this. So that means if they press this submit button, then we wanted to put whatever they pressed right here into the database, which we need to grab all that information. So name equals post name. That means whatever they type in on the name right here. And then we need to do the same thing for name, password, and email. Password equals post, and we need to put in MD5 hash. That means that it's not going to put in the database the right letters. Like it's going to put in scrambled letters and stuff. So the people who are running this game won't know your password that you typed in. And we're running out of time in this video, so in the next video we're going to finish this part.